renditions done by our students here at Central High of what a zombie may actually look like. A visual list of supplies. Readiness kit. It's make or break it time. Zombie parts. Zombie food pyramid. Photographs from other documented zombie outbreaks. Most of these occurred in the United States, but there are some international outbreaks that have also been submitted. I can assure you that we do have a zombie readiness plan in the works. Unfortunately, we're a little bit behind the curve. We don't have everything in place like I wish that we did. It's an important thing. It's not something that we have ignored. It's a big undertaking for a school of our size to develop a successful plan. I have lots of materials that we've gathered together. We have a couple of different binders. We've had some student submissions of some tips and tricks and things that we need to incorporate within our plan. We welcome that input. We are interested in it. We have sent a team of our teachers and staff members off to various professional development opportunities. Mr. Malonis has really led that effort. He and I were at a conference over the summer where we were able to gather a lot of information.
It's wonderful what you're trying to do in this wonderful place called Central High.
I'm not how you'd say a zombie enthusiast. I, however, as a school counselor, I have to follow the law.
It's pretty clear that zombies have a hard time with stairs because they're like this.
Which means these folks have equal rights under the law. The trouble comes in when they get to classes, they start biting, disturbing classes. A single zombie has never made the honor roll, and they're awful at sports and other activities, so they just don't get along with other people very often. So we're willing to work with them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to encourage a zombie to enroll. They have difficulty writing, they usually lose a finger or two every day. I'm not going to go out on a limb to help them out.
Their muscles, their rigor mortis, their coordination, particularly in their lower body, is affected. So one of the things we identified with Central High was that it was an all first floor facility, and that's probably the worst place you could be in the event of a zombie attack. So with the second floor added, it's going to give us an additional safe space for our students and our faculty. The stairs are fully retractable. So once we get everybody up to the second floor and onto the expandable third floor, which is kind of a secret that hasn't been out for public consumption yet, we'll be able to retract the stairs and then deploy ladders for any survivors that we may wish to collect. Research indicates that only 1 in 4 zombies can climb ladders, and so we should be in pretty good shape if we can get that strategy implemented. I know that West has seen the need to develop a plan, but honestly, I don't think that they're nearly as far along as we are. It's going to take them some time probably to catch up with us, and we'll probably help them. I mean, we certainly wouldn't want them to suffer the consequences of not being prepared in the event of a full-on undead uprising. But at this point, I really feel like Central High is probably a leader, at least in the St. Louis County. There may be some other schools out in the rural areas that maybe are ahead of the game a little bit.
We would remove all the ramps if we could, but we need equal access around the school for students that need them. We do have assemblies, but no students rarely come to those. We have after-school clubs and groups to get ready for the zombie attack. We try to do public service announcements at sporting events, but people just don't seem to listen. These are the same people that will be coming to you for help when it happens. Further words of advice, well, we really don't know if the zombie attack, if there'll be the slow-moving traditional zombies or the fast-moving running zombies that can scale walls and things and hop fences, more intelligent that have happened recently. So depending on what happens, if they're slow-moving, I'm kind of interested in that. But that fast-moving, boy, that gets me just scared and run into the car, and I don't like that. So I'm a little nervous about that. But either way, we have to be prepared, and I'll be working with Mr. Fast to make sure that that we're as safe as we can be. And those who are willing, we'd be glad to help you out. But those of you living in ignorance, I wish you well.
I'm glad you asked that question because a lot of people don't realize, but the science wing was built under the auspices of an academic wing. But in fact, it has been completely designed from the ground up to help us sustain our student body in the event of a zombie uprising. There's a special room in the science department that's full of stationary bicycles that are connected to power generators. In the event of a zombie attack, it's pretty likely that the electrical grid is going to go down. But we'll be able to provide our own power, and that'll be a big thing for us. You may have noticed as you drive up in the mornings that the building is full of tinted windows, and that's no accident. Those will provide a safe place for us to station zombie riot lookouts to keep us informed and let us know if any zombies are encroaching on Parkway Central property.
Most people don't take it very seriously, and then when they need help, excuse me, most people don't take the zombie attack seriously, but when they need help, then they always come running to the people that have planned ahead.
One of the things I'm really excited about is the joint effort between our art department and the science department. Mrs. Voss is developing a complete stage makeup kit that will emulate the outer characteristics of what a zombie looks like. And Mr. Greathouse is working with some of his best chemistry students to develop a chemical spray that we can douse people with that will mimic the scent of the undead. Of course, the PE...
Mr. Fast, Mr. Gannon would like to know if you have the stats for the zombie readiness plan.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Yeah, I'm working on those right now. I should have everything ready for our Monday meeting.
I'll let him know.
The PE department is developing a curriculum for how to avoid getting into hand-to-hand combat situations with zombies. Those never turn out well. And also the health department, they'll be teaching a unit on hygiene and what to do to keep yourself from getting infected by a zombie outbreak.
All right, here we go. All right, so the more the merrier. What's that mean when we're talking about that? You got strength in numbers, right? Go ahead.
Like the more people that you have, the better you are.
The less vulnerable of a target you are, is that kind of what you're trying to say? Okay. Some of us are a little smaller. We're not, we're 15 years old. We're not really 100% sure what it is that we're doing, Okay, they're looking for a weak target, all right? So the more of you that there are, the less of a chance that somebody to mess with you. And there's just that general strength in numbers. Reaction rule. Action is faster than reaction. Who can tell me what that means? Body posture, okay? And what you said was keep your head up.
We've got a secret storage room with enough bottled water and Twinkies to sustain the entire student body for up to 6 months. I can't let you see all the storage that we've got, but I can take you into the small room. You can see here we have our zombie-proof stainless steel refrigeration units. And up there on the shelf, a rationed metered container for each student. These things happen. Not only do these display cases support the science curriculum, we also have plans to populate them with humanoid animatrons to lure the zombies inside. We're only at liberty now to share some of this information because obviously threat levels for zombie uprising are increasing. We're in the very interior of the school. This is a very safe area. The room has solid walls, a lot of space. Zombies hate chemicals. Forgot to mention the trip hazard there. hard for zombies to take a step. And up here, the escape hatch to the roof. Retractable stairs, we should be fine. 37 seconds. It's my best time this week. In the event of a full-blown communication breakdown, the third floor observation deck allows us to stay in close contact with Central Middle School. I learned this from Tony LaRussa. That's the old safe sign. I hope we get it back.
We just got the safe signal from Dr. Fast at Central High. And we are all good.